Hey there, I'm Jennifer Bands, and today on Low Carb with Jennifer, I'm going to show you how to make these easy sirloin steak tips. Okay, the first thing we need to do for this recipe is cut our steak into smaller pieces. I've got about 2 to 3 pounds of sirloin steak, and we're going to cut it into cubes about 1 inch with a really sharp knife. So you're going to make like little steak cubes. And it's just going to make our steak tastier because our marinade's going to get into it, and it's going to quickly cook. So I'm going to cut all of this steak up into smaller pieces. Okay, we've got our meat all chopped, so I'm going to season it with our seasonings. I've got a teaspoon of kosher salt, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. I'm going to use some tongs to toss all of our steak into our seasonings. And now we're going to let this marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes, just so all of the seasonings can really get into the meat, and then we're going to cook it in a hot skillet. Okay, our steak has marinated for 20 minutes, so now we're going to cook it in our big skillet. I'm heating this over high heat. I want it to be really nice and hot before I add my oil, and definitely before I start cooking my meat. We want to get a nice crust on our steak bites. We've got our skillet really nice and hot, so I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. And you can see it just shimmers. So that tells you that our skillet is really nice and hot. I'm going to make sure it's nicely coated. And now we can add some steak bites. And that's what you want to hear. I've got a nice big skillet, so I'll be able to put all of these in here. You want to make sure and stir these every so often while you're cooking them, just so they can get evenly cooked. The outside is not going to get as hot, well, on this burner anyway. The inside's going to get hotter than the outside. You just want to keep them moving around so they can get nicely brown on, evenly cooked. But these are ready and they look amazing. So let's try it out. Let's try one out. Those are so good. So much flavor. You guys have got to check out this recipe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.